Hello everybody! So, this is going to be my January 2023 bookshelf tour. So if you watched my last tour, you'll know that I had one bookshelf. I had one of these large black bookshelves that had all of my books on it. Well, I have upgraded from one shelf packed full of books with, I think a year ago I had my TBR pile on my desk. You'll notice I now have not one, not two, but three of these bookshelves and a cart which now houses my TBR. I also moved houses in the last year, which is crazy, so I have more room for everything. I still have my manga shelf as well, which is very messy over there. We're not gonna talk about it. But eventually, maybe after this video sometime, I would like to do a tour of my manga as well. But for now, I'm going to concentrate on my books. I do apologize if my camera is shaky. I have been unusually shaky today, so we're just gonna go with it. But yeah, I have 3 bookshelves and a cart that we're going to go over. So this might be a long video, so maybe grab yourself a cup of water or a cup of tea and a snack, and let's get started. So at the top, let's see, we'll do knackage first. So I have this little octopus that I got for Christmas. It's one of those that flips inside out. As well as the tag for said octopus for some reason, and a Poppy and Cass from Blood and Ash book sleeve. So this is, first of all, it's out of order. I am aware it's out of order. This is the UK box set of Throne of Glass. It came with this poster. That's that. And then we have the Shatter Me box set right next to it. And this little Nightmare Before Christmas pendant that I didn't know was up here. Okay, on the next shelf, we have this little mochi that I got at a con, like an anime convention years ago when I was really young, and it's handmade, and I just kept it. And little kitty cat. And back here we have Clockwork Angel, we have the City of Bones Collector's Edition, we have Mortal Instruments 1 through 4, we have the Six of Crows, and we have Siege and Storm. The other one, the first one is on my TBR cart, but we'll get to that. Okay, now on this one we have Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas, and we have A House of Sky and Breath, the second Crescent City book that I have not finished. I got almost halfway through, and I got a little burnt out because these books are behemoths. And yeah, we have A Court of Thorns and Roses, A Court of Mist and Fury, A Court of Wings and Ruin, and A Court of Silver Flames. The novella A Court of Frost and Starlight is on my TBR cart, as well as a signed copy of Empire of the Vampire. And knackage on this shelf, these are actually also Christmas gifts. We have an Aaron Warren candle, and we have a Forks Washington candle with Edward. And if we go on down, whoa, what is this quality? Sorry, I have an iPhone now, and I'm still learning how to use it. I went from Samsung to Android, or I went from Samsung to Apple, and I still don't know quite what I'm doing. So we'll just go with it. I apologize for this quality. Okay, so let's keep going. We have knackage, Jack Skellington cup, Sally cup that I got for Christmas a couple years ago, I believe. And behind them we have From Blood and Ash, we have A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, we have The Crown of Gilded Bones, and we have The War of Two Queens, and I have the first part of the prequel also on my TBR cart. Next up, we have Midnight Sun, Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn, Life and Death, The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner, and we have the first graphic novel. Apparently the second one is hard to find. I got lucky and found the first one at Goodwill, so we'll take it. And at the bottom of this shelf, we have a little narwhal, I think I got this at like an arcade. Whew, I'm getting out of breath. We have the first, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh Harry Potter books all in hardback. I do not have the second one. I've been meaning to get it, and I just... Oh, I fixed the quality. Okay, nice. Anyways, I just never did. So, I'll get it eventually, I'm sure. We have the first Harry Potter one, and I think, is this the special one that I found at Goodwill? I think it is. Oh, it is, yeah. It's the one, you might have seen it in my past videos, but it says From Great Granny, Halloween 2000. And then I also have a UK edition with the Goodwill sticker still on it of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. So that's pretty cool. I just kind of keep those here. And then next up we have, I was getting ready to say Harry Potter again. We have the Rick Riordan, Percy Jackson, and the Olympian series. So the special thing about some of these I actually got from Goodwill, but I think these three are my original ones, I believe, from when I was a child, because Percy Jackson was one of the first book series that I read growing up. So yeah, these ones are pretty special in my heart. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I believe these are the old covers as well. They have new covers nowadays. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of those, and we have the first and second one of, I don't really know what this one's called. Is it just the Lost Heroes? Maybe? The Heroes of Olympus. That's what these are called. And then up here we have the Demigod Files, and we have the Ultimate Guide. And then next to those is the books that got me back into reading 3 years ago. Of course, it's FNAF, because, you know, why not? We have all three of those. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but they are the books that got me back into reading, so I had to put them over here because they're special. So, this shelf, focus. This shelf I actually just did. Like, literally 10 minutes ago, it was already put together because my husband put it together the other day. But I just now got books on it and got it set up the way I want it. So it's a little dusty, but it's fine. Also, these two bookshelves are held together with tape because this one was leaning. Like, you can kind of see, like, they're supposed to be standing up straight. So to kind of make that one a little straighter, I just taped it. So, why not? So, on this first shelf, we have My Heart and Soul, The Song of Achilles. If you have not read it, go read it. I mean, don't read it if you don't like sad stuff, but read it if you want to be sad and you want a really good story. Like, maybe not a love story. Well, I guess it is a love story. But anyways, go read it. We have Circe by Madeline Miller. We have The Odyssey by Homer. And we have this little mythology book that I got in high school. And then next to that is this pouch that I got for Christmas. It is from The Song of Achilles. It says, "I am made of memories." It's one of my favorite quotes ever. I love it so much, I might eventually get it tattooed somewhere because I love it. So this is like my Greek mythology kind of shelf. And, I changed the, hang on. I'm still figuring this camera out, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, what is this quality? I don't know how to fix it. Oh well, we're gonna go with it. Maybe it'll fix itself again. So, on this shelf, oh, there we go. We have The Cruel Prince, The Wicked King, and The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. We have Lore Olympus, which maybe should be on my Greek mythology shelf, I'm just realizing, but for now, it's right here. This is the first one. I believe there's 3 out now, so I need to get the other 2 eventually. We have Dreams Lie Beneath by Veronica Ross, I believe. And we have 3 Dragon Age books. Yeah, Dragon Age is my favorite video game of all time. And of course I have the books on it because I love the story. And this one was a Christmas gift this year. It's When the Stars Come Out by Scarlett St. Clair, and it is freaking gorgeous. I might put it back in its little pouch that it came in after this video because I don't want it to get ruined because it's a very pretty book. And it's also autographed, which is cool. On the next shelf, I don't think I have any books on this shelf. I think this is mostly just little knickknacks, but I have this little thing. I'm thinking, what was this from? Was it V.E. Schwab, maybe? I I think it's V.E. Schwab, but I'm not 100% sure. We have this thing. I don't remember what these are called, but it's cool and it looks good on the shelf. And then all of this came with this book this year that I got for Christmas. We have a little Hermione Granger Loungefly wallet. I know Harry Potter's controversial, y'all. I know. You don't have to tell me. But this is adorable and I love it. So we're just going to go with it. And here I got this little headphone case, a bookmark which matches my candle over there. I got a pen, another bookmark, a little notebook, and then this green thing back here is what housed that book. So, okay, on the fourth shelf. The fourth shelf, I kind of ran out of ideas for things to put on these bottom shelves. So for now, this is what we're going with. I have the full Vampire Academy series as well as the first two in Bloodlines. This one I just got, I guess last month. I haven't read it yet. 1,000 Heartbeats. But she wrote something. She wrote that one, The Selection. Is that? Yeah, she wrote The Selection, I'm pretty sure. But I'm not 100% sure. But we'll go with it. And then Fallen, Torment, Passion, Rapture, and Fallen in Love. Some of these you guys have probably already seen. Actually, a lot of these you've probably already seen. But it's on a bookshelf tour if I don't go through all of my books. At the bottom, and I know I'm missing some, I have Marked, Chosen, Betrayed, Hunted, Burned, Awakened, and Hidden. Most of these I found at Goodwill except for a couple. I think I ordered them off of like Thrift Books or something. We have an Evie. And I didn't know what else to put here to keep these three from falling over. So for now, I got this jewelry box that I got for Christmas. And right here we have my classics. They're all Jane Austen because I love Jane Austen. We have Pride and Prejudice, Persuasion, and Sense and Sensibility. So I'll give y'all a little... Whoop, focus. Uh-oh. It's doing the thing. Okay, I don't know why it does that, y'all. I don't know. It's very strange. Having an iPhone is very complicated, it seems like. Let's see. What if I get close? Will that fix it? Okay, so moving on. We have a door. We have some socks. Sorry, my room is not aesthetic at all, and I do apologize in advance for that. But now we have TBR cart. So this is a book I'm currently reading. We're not going to talk too much about it. If you know, you know. I've had this book for over a year and I'm just now reading it. But if you know, then you know. I just started it yesterday and I'm already like halfway through. But if you know, you know. This is a message. Well, it's not a message. This is a note from my husband years ago that I just kept. Oh, so this is my TBR cart. I would like to get some magnets for it eventually. But for now, we'll just settle. And I kind of have these in order of how badly I want to read them. Like, I want to read these on the top first, and then these, and then those. Like, these are not my highest priority, but these two are. I'm getting out of breath, y'all. Okay. Starting from the top. Gilded by Marissa Meyer. And then here is A Court of Frost and Starlight that I have started reading, but as you can see, I didn't make it very far before plopping it back onto my cart because I got a little burned out. Because sometimes when you read so much of a series, you get burned out. It's just something that happens. Okay. We have these Hollow Vows, which I have heard some really good things about, and I really want to read it eventually. The Traitor's Kiss. Traitors. You can really hear my southern accent in this. This one I just loved the cover. Of course, we have Red Queen, Shatter Me, that came in the book set. Oh, look, it was a selection. I was right. But this one came from Goodwill. As you can see, it's a little beat up, but I wasn't about to argue because 99 cents for a book ain't bad. It ain't bad, because when you go to like Books A Million or something, they're gonna want like $10, $13 for the same book. We have Three Dark Crowns. Might as well show you the cover of that one. And we have Grave Mercy and a little Riolu. I love Pokemon. I love Pokemon. If you haven't played Pokemon Scarlet and Violet yet, I highly recommend you do so. Whew. Okay, down here we have, again, I'm sorry for this quality, y'all. I don't know what this camera is doing. I don't know. Oh, I fixed it. We have Heartless by Marissa Meyer. We have, is this the signed one? No, I don't think this one's signed. No, this one came from Goodwill. Okay, yeah. A lot of my books came from Goodwill. A lot of my books were either given to me as gifts, came from Goodwill, or they came from eBay or like thrift books for super cheap. I do buy new books, as you can see. A lot of these on this cart are new, but a lot of them are also from Goodwill. So there's no shame in buying secondhand. And this one, let's see, we have, of course, Shadow and Bone. Did I say Crave? I think I did. Crave. Ash Princess, Furyborn, Shadow and the Ember, that I have started reading. But this one, oh God, I've had this one for so long. Like, I flew through the first 3 From Blood and Ash books. Like, I flew through those suckers like it was nothing. But this one, man, I am having such a hard time getting through it. And I can't read, I mean, I don't want to read the 4th book until I read this, because you're supposed to read this one before you read the 4th book. But it's a pain. And then next to that we have Flamecaster and the little Mimikyu. And then at the bottom we have Kingdom of the Wicked, The Priority of the Orange Tree. We have Fire and Blood. Y'all, if y'all have not watched the new, we're just going to say it, the new Game of Thrones series, like the little prequel series, go watch it. If you liked Game of Thrones, you were super disappointed by, what was it, the 8th season, I think, the last season, go watch it. It's, oh my God. Just go watch it. It redeems itself, I will say. It definitely redeems itself. We have, is this Splintered? I think this one is like an Alice in Wonderland retelling. We have The Beautiful, and we have Graceling, and we have a little Alolan Vulpix. That won't stand up, but it's fine. So yeah, that is my TBR cart, and since I am already down here at the bottom, we're just gonna go from the bottom up, because might as well. Okay, so these books are kind of books, they're not books that I'm never gonna read, but they're books that I've already read, or books I don't have any room for on my other 2 shelves, or just extras, or whatever, childhood books, things like that. So if we start from the bottom, we have a classic, Amelia Bedelia Helps Out. So this one is very special to me because it was given to me by a teacher. Yes, my name is Megan. But it was given to me by a teacher when I was in like 2nd grade, I think. And does anybody remember the AR tests? Look at this, AR. Does anybody remember those? No, just me? Okay. Oh, man, this is going to take a while. Okay. We have One of Us is Lying, we have Uglies, we have The Awakening, we have Now I Rise and I Darken, we have an Assassin's Creed book because I like Assassin's Creed. Was anybody else in the fandom? I found this at Goodwill for $2. $2, y'all! This we're not going to talk about. My husband got it for me. In the back, again, no order. These are in no order, y'all. They're kind of scattered, and I do apologize, but you'll understand once we move up. We have another Assassin's Creed book, The Uncertain Season, Pandemonium, Please See Us, which is like a mystery murder thing that I thought might be cool. I was trying to expand my genre of books because I mostly read fantasy, high fantasy, things like that. So I was trying to kind of expand my books, like what kind of books that I read, and I never finished. Maybe one day. So we have Magnus Chase, which is another Rick Riordan. That one is the Norse one. We have Rose Bride. I don't know why that's on there. I probably got it for Christmas or something. We've got Opposite of Always. We've got another copy of the second Harry Potter book, because why not? We have book 2 of, what is that? That's the Apollo one. I have the first one, I think it's up towards the top. We have Halo. We have, okay, I want to take a second to talk about Colleen Hoover. I do not, like I just said, I was trying to expand my books, like what kind, like the genre of books that I read, because I usually just read fantasy. So everybody knows who Colleen Hoover is at this point. If you read, you've heard of Colleen Hoover. You know. So, I'm not really into her genre of books. Like, that one book that she wrote that's really popular that I can't remember the name of. I'm not really into real life stuff. I like fantasy. I like thrillers, which I've learned by reading this, because this was a thriller. I literally finished this book in one sitting. I don't know if I'd like her other books, but if she ends up writing more thrillers, then yeah, I think I would be more than happy to read another one of her thrillers. But her other stuff, I just don't know if it's for me. But I know a lot of people out there like her. I know a lot of people love her books. And I wanted to give at least one of them a chance. And this was the only one that I took interest in. It's a little messed up. You know, I won't lie. It was a little, whew. But if you're like me, you don't know if you like Colleen Hoover. Trigger warning also, if you're not affected by like some triggers, maybe look up the triggers of this book before picking it up. I would say give it a chance. But anyways, moving on, we've got Delirium and Enchantment of Ravens. I loved the show on Netflix. We have In a Dark, Dark Wood, The Hunger Games, Evermore, Blue Moon, Dark Flame. Those three are from my childhood. And we also have The Summoning, which it goes with The Awakening. Up here we have The Cellar, The Infinite Sea, which is a part of the Fifth Wave. I think I have all of those. We have The Cabin and Some Girls Bite. Over here we have, oh yeah, there's the Fifth Wave. And Hades. And I'm getting out of breath. Night World and Waterfall. Moving on up. Whew. Let's see, we have, what's over in this corner? What is that? Oh, The Devouring. We have Tiger's Voyage. Took me a minute. I have all those. They're just scattered. Beautiful Creatures. School of Good and Evil. Shadows Fall. Born at Midnight. Crown, The One. Found Those at Goodwill. Thirst, 1, 2, and 4. Fallen, 1 and 2. Lightbringer. Legend. The Air. Untamed. The Betrayal. Dark Moon. Full Moon. I gotta stand up now. Okay. So, these top three, I tried to do them in, focus, in a rainbow. So that's why they're all mixed up. It's because I wanted to be cool, and now it's not focusing. There we go. I wanted to be cool and do a rainbow. So I was able to do that on these three. Not so much the bottom two, but the top three look really good. So that's why they're all mixed up. So let's go. Catwoman, Sarah J. Maas. Iron King, Aragon. Curse, So Dark and Lonely, Storm and Fury. Tiger's Curse, there's the first one. Shadowcaster, Lady Smoke, Moon Chosen, Coldest Girl, and Cold Town. Funny story, I got this way before I'd even, this is before I even got back into reading, so it's kind of funny that I was reading Holly Black before The Cruel Prince and stuff. Portrait of a Thief, Carve the Mark, Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, Divergent, classic, also from my childhood, Teardrop and Nightshade, also from my childhood. And of course, Game of Thrones, George R. R. Martin, and A Gathering of Gargoyles. Second shelf, Another City of Bones, Altered, funny story, this came from my high school. I never returned it, and I graduated, and I just kept it, so... We have Matched, The Maze Runner, Insurgent, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, A Heart So Fierce and Broken, Tiger's Destiny, Shadow Falls, The Next Chapter, Wolfsbane, City of Ashes, Glass Sword, The Death Curse, The Darkest Star, The Hidden Oracle, there's the first book, Iron King, Rebel of the Sands, Moonlight, and Mockingjay. Up here we have Until the End by Christopher Pike. And last but not least, we have Kingsbane, Wait for You, which is Jennifer Armentrout, which is Sign, which is cool. A Vow So Bold and Deadly, Frostfire, Eldest, Catching Fire, Kane Chronicles Book 1, Unsnared, The Scorched Trials, Tiger's Quest, Allegiant, Illuminate, and what's cool about this one is it also has a Goodwill sticker on it. But what's cool about this one is that it is an ARC, which is an advanced reader's copy, which is pretty cool. Sea of Monsters, The Kill Order, City of Fallen Angels, White Hot Kiss, City of Glass. Lastly, we have The Awakening, we have The Last Star, and Outlander. So, we finally made it through all of my books 25 minutes later. That took a long time, a lot longer than I expected. But this is bookcase number 1. This is TBR cart. Bookcase number 2. And bookcase number 3. So, I think that does it. I'll give you a little spinny spin of how it looks. Yeah, I guess the next video I'll be doing will be maybe my manga one, if I get time. Because I work a lot, of course. But yeah, this is my 2023 bookshelves, plural, bookshelves tour. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you'll come back next year to watch my, what will that be, my 4th one? Because I did my first one in 2021, and it's just amazing to see how much I've grown, how much my collection has grown. I pretty much have a little library at this point. But I can't wait to show y'all 2024's bookcase to see how much my collection continues to grow. And for those of you that have watched all 3 of my videos now, thank you so much for being here through this journey. Leave a like, leave a comment. Have you read any of these books? I'll be honest, I haven't read most of these on any of these shelves. Because I think book buying and book reading are completely different things. But yeah, leave me a like, leave me a comment. Tell me if you want to see my manga collection, or what else you want to see. Do you want a room tour? I could do a room tour. It's very messy right now, but maybe eventually. But yeah, thank you for watching. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video.